You know, I'm probably doing wrong. Let's try something for a second. Yeah, there's 3 of them because it's really annoying to deal with. I did not mean to do that. Broken it again, haven't I? Yeah, this is not my favourite sequence of puzzles in the game. I don't mind the swapping about. I don't like it being verticality based stuff. I don't think that works great. Because you're introducing a sort of like, oh, am I supposed to be able to do that element to the puzzle game, which is to the detriment of a lot of games. This bit, so far so good, right? Okay, I've got an idea. I could say that idea out loud, I just apparently decided not to. Oh, no, 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 no. That requires the platform. I mean, just grab it. It's within your reach. Oh, it is. Oh, bollocks. No, I totally meant to do that. Well, we're going to want to grab that. Where's the puzzle? Bollocks. Bollocks. But how do I stack them? Oh, hang on. Oh, I can't stack them like that because I won't be able to reach it, will I? Damn it. So if I try and... Oh, I can't do that. Never mind. No! Oh, fuck. Ah, that's really annoying. Just want to go back on. There we go. Yeah, I think that was a little bit of a silly level. I like it conceptually.
Glad to see all those overloads haven't damaged your logic circuits.
But like, feels a little bit fiddly in skill. Just like me.
Miranda is the founder's daughter. It's still kind of blowing my mind. She came all the way out here, left everything she had behind, and created a new life. Why do you think she did that?
Hope she was lonely.
Could be. I know I've sometimes felt really lonely. Even when I was surrounded by people. Like there's something inside of me that just can't connect. Like there's this deep sadness about the world, about history, about everything. And I don't know how to get over it. Sorry, probably oversharing.
Don't be sorry, I'm here for you, Robot Man, if you ever want to talk.
Thanks, 1K. I appreciate it.
I was born literally hours ago in the canon of this game, though. Wanted to ask you something else. How are you feeling?
I'm not sure, to be honest. This is all so surreal. Walking around here is so peaceful, but it's also, I don't know. One moment I feel inspired, the next, kind of creeped out.
Why is the northern part of this island mostly underwater?
Our ancestors relied heavily on fossil fuels for energy generation, which released a lot of carbon dioxide. This caused the atmosphere to trap more heat, which changed the planet's overall climate. The effect continued even after they were gone, and these low-lying areas were flooded. I've seen a lot of places like that.
Did you ever meet the founder?
No, I never did. I would have loved to.
Have you changed your mind about trying some puzzles?
Nope.
What did you make of the mega structure's interior?
You know, people throw around the word awesome a lot.
Awesome.
I probably do it too, but I think what we saw in there is the proper meaning of the word.
That is all. Have we ever... Oh, hang on. Where are you going? Let me love you. Okay. Oh. Okay, I've released a couple of these clouds. Shit. I feel like what I'm doing is already clear though. Just wants me to visit that. Or do I need the star? Yeah, we have ourselves our first star, I think.
Not all things must be balanced. When good is weighed against evil, tip the scale.
Thanks, Prometheus.
I think that was more like a recording. The entity didn't appear, and the system didn't react either.
Stars. Another reflection of the simulation.
Cool. We have ourselves our first star? No, that's not counted. Oh, hang on. We missed one of the puzzles back here. Where the stars? Where the stars shown? I've got a friend who's bought this and hasn't started. She really liked the first game, and she's just like, "Why is the game so big? Don't tell me anything." It's like, well, I can't tell you then, can I? I just want to say, because it's fucking, it's set in a huge place. Okay, but oh, hang on, maybe it's that door. That's 4. Have we done 4? We did 4 already. No, that's just 5. Gift. Where did I leave the unfinished puzzle? We have lasers. We have buttons. That's not a laser. What is it? Force field. There's a door. There is a laser. Oh. Where's my partner in crime? There he is. Damn, it's so close. There you go, buddy. Take this. And now I have no fucking clue what to do. We can just do this, can't we? Yeah, I'm also not... Because it's never clear. I figured out that time. But a lot of the time it's just not clear that you can jump over things. Drop the tool first. Fuck you. I don't want to drop the tool first. Where's my partner in crime? There you go. Shit. Oh, I'm overthinking it. Take a box. There we go. Don't know why I did that. I was gonna try and put two there, which is my original plan. But don't need to do that, do I?
Whether it is true that Daedalus constructed the giant Talos, or as others say, he was the creation of Hephaestus. What we may be certain of is that he was made of bronze and had but one vein, within which flowed a liquid substance like blood, which some claim was quicksilver, and others assert was ichor, such as flows in the veins of the gods. The loss of that liquid caused him to die, as a man dies when he loses his blood. May we not then say that Talos, though created as a machine or a toy, had all the essential properties of a man? He moved of his own volition. He spoke and could be spoken to, had wishes and desires. Indeed, in the tale of the Argonauts, that was the cause of his downfall. If then a machine may have all the properties of a man, and act as a man while driven only by the ingenious plan of its construction and the interaction of its materials according to the principles of nature, then does it not follow that man may also be seen as a machine? This contradicts all the schools of metaphysics. Yet even the most faithful philosopher cannot live without his blood.
On Cornelius, from the personal reminiscence of Mitku 166, there are some people whose true importance you just don't notice at first. People who quietly hold things together without making a big deal of it. That's what Cornelius was, always by Athena's side. He calmly and carefully helped us all stay on track, reminding us of our shared humanity and the values that had brought us this far. I cannot imagine how painful it was when Athena left him behind when he went on his so-called research expedition. Most people thought he was looking for her. To be honest, I thought he might never come back. I was surprised when he finally did. I still don't understand how she could leave him. They seemed to love each other so deeply. After he returned, Cornelius was different. He founded the Museum of the Simulation and very rarely left its premises. The archive scholars doted on him, but he walled himself off and became almost as much as a recluse as Eustathius, and only then did I slowly understand how much the city had lost. God appears and God is light to those poor souls who dwell in night, but does a human form display to those who dwell in realms of day? I don't know, does it? The Prime Mover. I've heard of this one. Accepted from considerations by Eustathius, or maybe I'm confusing it with something else. While it is hard, from our vantage point, to fully believe in any ancient religions, I must admit that I'd come to believe the existence of a Prime Mover. Yeah, that's what I've heard of. Not a designer as such. Certainly not an interventionist god, but some force that set the universe itself in motion. I do not know if it's possible for us to truly understand this being, since it's must be by definition exist outside of our understanding of reality, but I do believe that it exists. Does it look upon us with love? Are we entertainment, perhaps? Does it preserve any memory of us when we die? All of this I cannot answer, but I do not disbelieve. So the issue I have with the Prime Mover is that it just doesn't matter at that point. So, in the same way, people say, like, well, what happens if we live in a simulation? Let's imagine we all right now live in a simulation, and it's so perfect that there's no way of telling it's a simulation. It doesn't matter, because then you're functionally alive anyway. Like, all you've done is just recreate the universe. Simulation is just like a additional terminology that just, like, makes no difference. And by the same sort of other side of the coin, if like a being of superior intelligence started the universe by just like starting a domino and just does not interfere at all, who cares? But like, what difference does that make at that point? If they can never interfere, and then why does that have to have intelligence attached to it? It's beyond that and uncontactable by rules of its, even by its own definition. It's uninteractable. Doesn't it so what? Who cares? Not at sun. Okay. Does it look? All of us cannot answer, but I do not disbelieve those who honestly speak of having experienced some manner of brief communion with this entity. Well, if communion. Actual communion is two-way, but I appreciate that people call things communion. Am I thinking of communication? Simply too common an experience in human history to easily discount. As the motion of the universe proceeds from the Big Bang, so whatever force or anima. I feel like that's cheating. Like, I know that they're talking about religion and people pray, right? And communion. But that's still a one-way thing, right? That's just... like... If by definition it does not interact, then it cannot answer. If it answers, then that is not a prime mover. That is something else at that point. Because even giving somebody a magical dream, or or even just like making somebody feel better for praying, that's interference. That is outside of the definition of a prime mover at that point. Because it doesn't matter. Like, if it is unintelligent, let's say it's a big magical dog that coughs the universe, that's its prime movement. It coughs the universe, and it can hear prayers and make people... Like, it doesn't... It's... yeah, I think I feel like I'm having a point. As the motion of the universe proceeds from the Big Bang, so whatever force animates us, whatever constitutes the true foundation of consciousness, proceeds from the prime mover. What do you think about this, Mother? Don't believe in any kind of prime mover, but I thought you should read it because Eustathius is an intelligent person and he came to the conclusion, after a great deal of thought, it's important to respectfully consider the points of views we don't agree with. Okay, this game also leans a particular way, because like there's more Byrons than there are the other guy, I've forgotten his name. From the book of Anointed Internet Comments by Eustathius, if modernity is so great, why is everyone so fundamentally disappointed with the world? Why do we sigh with pleasure at the sight of old houses, but feel nothing and depressed and alienated by skyscrapers? Because skyscrapers have a tangible effect on our existence, and old houses are rare. Although I'm assuming they're Americans, because I don't fucking see skyscrapers. I've never seen a skyscraper. I've seen a tall building. I live in a old house. This this house is like hundreds of years old. It's I do not look upon it wistfully. It's at least 100 years old. This and it does not. I don't feel a sense of my goodness, because I see. But a fucking skyscraper. If I ever saw one of those, I'd be like, fuck me, it's Walsall. You know what I mean? This is written from the point of view of somebody who sees more skyscrapers than old buildings. Seems that many of us share the desire to immerse ourselves in nature. Though we are ourselves entirely technological beings, we enjoy the value of Earth's diverse and unpredictable biosphere. Does that mean that progress is just a narrative? This ancient common suggests that it means technological progression and the love of the natural world are in fact mutually exclusive. Yet this person left on his own somewhere in the wilderness, he'd feel nothing but terror. The appreciation of nature is rooted in the experience of civilization of safety. True, but he's still right. Some of our ancestors created in the last years were alienating to the majority of the people. I'm not saying, obviously, the skyscrapers aren't alienating. I just think they're alienating specifically for people in them. And then that's a matter of perspective. Then the question isn't one of modernity, but control. Sure. Body replication. The technology discovered by the expedition changes everything. Every argument we had on how hard it is to get access to resources necessary to create more of us goes out the window. We can create more people. 1K doesn't have to be the last, and it would be easy. Are we really going to give up just because of the goal? Energy doesn't come from nowhere. We have no idea what the real cost behind this technology is. Besides, the goal is an ideal, not just a limit we ran into by accident. It is the will of the founder. Yeah, right. It's not necessary to share personal belief in the founder to understand the value of the goal. It's clear that to all, but the most radical, the humanity needs limits for its own sake, for the sake of the planet. You say that the planet's going to be fine. Like, it's right now. If we all died off, if we all nuked. Actually, we could probably destroy the planet with enough nukes. But you know, if we nuked the planet a few times and we all died, planet would be fine. It would get over it. It might take millions of years, but it'll get over it. Planet's good. Rock's totally paper doesn't beat rock. Rock's totally fine. Unless you're talking about the biome and the animals, yeah, they're not going to appreciate that. But like, and obviously the planet is usually shorthand for the modern biosphere. It goes all over it. Like, but like, just life itself on this planet will eventually come back. I'm not advocating destroying everything though, but you say as if it was self-evident. It's not. You're smuggling a whole host of misanthropic ideas into the conversation under disguise of reasonableness. Your premise is completely rotten. I believe the results of human history speak for themselves. I find it shocking that anyone would disagree with something so obvious. Shocking that anyone would value human beings. Think that maybe our ancestors could have solved their problems using their brains instead of preaching misery for all. Maybe there is some fucking point to blaming other factors beyond technology and growth, like, I don't know, people in positions of authority preaching their self-important morality that are trying to solve ordinary people's problems. Authority, I'm just an academic. It's completely disingenuous and you know it. You click has the mayor's ear. Click, I assure you there's no such thing. This conversation's getting out of hand. If you can't believe I'm shutting this vid down. These conversations are necessary. They should not be banned. Thank you, 1K. New Jerusalem is a democracy. Without free speech, democracy is a sham. I mean, you know, until Nazis show up, then shut it down. Lovely sentiment, but you should try moderating this forum. See what it's like. Every conversation is allowed to explode. Instability is guaranteed. We have set reasonable limits on behaviour. Thread closed. Which ones haven't we read? These two. I've discovered what it seems like mystery to solve. Stars, clearly inspired by the simulation, which are guided by solving puzzles related to these monuments, Pandora, Prometheus, and Sphinx. Perhaps these stars somehow related to what Yakut dubbed the astronomical temple. I don't understand the possible function of this structure could have, but it's really, really impressive. Hold on. Well, could that be its function, just to be impressive? Okay, where we go? What's this one? Oh yeah, it says star times 1. Okay, I found it. I'm assuming the entire puzzle is to get the gem out. So what I'm trying to do, because I've not been talking, is put the box on top of the panel on top of the dude, and then I can put that on top of that. But I can't do even the first step because I'm not allowed to put the jammer on top of him. It looks like. And obviously we can't jam through these are totally impossible to jam through this. So how do I pick them all up like that? This seems very messy. By Jove, I've solved it. Oh, damn. I'm guessing it has to be really thin, I guess, because otherwise you'd be able to cheat and just do it from there. But I know it's very fiddly, this. Oh fuck, when did that fall down? God damn it. There, that's when it fell down. Is this... This is such a fiddly way of solving a puzzle. It makes me think I'm doing it wrong, but... I really can't think of another way of doing it though. Stop it, you! It's fair enough. Take the thing from him. You know what, I'm probably overthinking it.